Anyone who's divorced with kids understands what it's like to have joint custody with your other significant other and sharing of your kids' bullshit. So when I have my kids, I want to make sure that I spend as much time with them, and I hate telling them no. I hate it. So the other night, I'm watching a movie with my son. It's a rated R movie, and he should be watching it with me, and I understand, but I hate telling him no. So I'm watching this movie, and the guy in the movie, he says the phrase "smelly pussy," and we can all agree that phrase is gross, but it's what he said. So, but it's not. He didn't just say "smelly pussy." He goes "smelly pussy," and so my son, my 5-year-old son, he starts saying "smelly pussy, smelly pussy," and I'm like, oh my! And it's really funny. I mean, we can agree it's inappropriate for a 5-year-old to be saying "smelly pussy," but it's really funny. So he's saying it over and over again, and then all of a sudden I think he's gonna go tell his mom that I let him see something that says "smelly pussy." So I beg my son, please, don't say this, don't repeat this, I'm begging you, please. And he says, Daddy, I promise I won't say that. So, sure enough, the next day, I get a phone call. First thing out of her mouth is, "Smelly pussy." I said, nope, she didn't live here anymore. I hung up on the bitch. That's pretty good. We've all had those. Speaking, this one's gonna hurt, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of kids, so I got an Amber Alert yesterday. It's real sad. Turns out she's pregnant. And what really pisses me off is she said she was on the pill. I'm just joking, I wore a condom. That fan's getting in the way of my walking. So, I'm pretty good at adapting to people. Growing up, I grew up around a lot of different types of people. I grew up around Mexican people. I had Mexican friends, I had black friends. Even had a couple of gay friends. And so much to the point where I always wanted to act like them, walk like them, talk like them. So when I would hang out with my Mexican friends, I would go to quinceañeras, and I wouldn't work. And when I hung out with my black friends, I'd drink a lot of Kool-Aid, and I'd steal. When I hung out with my gay friends, I would go shopping for lube and suck dick. I'm just kidding, I didn't hang out with black people. It is so wrong. In fact, people ask me all the time, as a comic, they're like, how do you have a girlfriend? You say some awful things in your comedy, do you really have a girlfriend? I'm like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. Like, well, how do you have a girlfriend when you say things that are so terrible? I'm like, well, she's awful. So, and even some of you in the audience right now be like, yeah, right, this guy doesn't have a girlfriend. So, but I'm going to tell you a story right now that will prove that I do have a girlfriend. And the other night, her and I are having a conversation, and she says, seriously, she goes, I don't like the fact that you degrade our anal sex.
Weird.
I said, what? She said, I don't like the fact that you degrade our anal sex. Can you elaborate? So she says, it just doesn't seem like it means anything to you. And at first in my head, I'm like, who the fuck says that? It's anal sex. It's not that pretty most of the time. But I didn't want to ruin it. It's anal sex. So instead, verbatim I said, sweetheart, babe, I love our anal sex. It means so much to me. Do you know why it means so much to me? Because it means in that instance, I don't have to fuck your fat vagina. She says, my vagina's not fat, it's big bone. I said, big bone, whatever. The only time it's big bone is when my dick and 3 of my friends are in it. My girlfriend's a whore. I'm not sure if that proved that I actually have a girlfriend or not. Probably proved that I don't have a girlfriend.
She isn't.
She would. I disinvited her to this show. Said you're not invited. No, but I do have a girlfriend, unfortunately. I do.
I'm his roommate.
So the other day she says, she's like, you're so selfish.
She didn't show up.
You're selfish. Like, selfish. So that night I kind of lost sleep over it. I was like, I can't sleep. Like, I'm really upset about this. So
I think she worked or something.
Up at night, I'm thinking about, she's telling me I'm selfish, and watching the TV, and a commercial comes on, and it's one of those commercials where you can donate to a child in Africa. You know those commercials where the child, the little boy, little girl, they're really skinny, there's mosquitoes flying around everywhere. So I'm thinking, this would be a great way for me to show my girlfriend that I'm not selfish. So I donated a mosquito net. Why did I donate a mosquito net? Because I figured if only Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying of AIDS.
Oh my God.
So the next day I'm like, see, I'm not so selfish. I love all living things, especially something that can live longer than a child in Africa or in your fat vagina. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much.